quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon, but they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his second NFL season, already getting his chance. We harken back to Dan Marino, another superstar, made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Out to his left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Buying time to his left. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Niners need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
They'll throw over the middle, take it in. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 61 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Gets through, and now an opening. Still going. They can't stop him. Still going. He's on his way. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Able to find Gray here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. There nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Steps away. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Here we go with McCaffrey. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Well, it's gutsy to go for it in the red zone. The problem there is they were in their own red zone. Why in the world did they do that?
They must have thought they had the exact play call that they needed to go a big way. And I'm still not even buying that one. I'm reaching on
You're searching.
Absolutely reaching. But I do know this. On the other side of the field, that coaching staff is screaming at their defense. If you don't handle this one right here, this is a great opportunity for us. Take it away, guys. And they did.
And now excellent field position. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got it open there, and it's Valdes-Scantling. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw, it's Mahomes. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defender.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Looking to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Butker's kick here is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal,
and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score. And
in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy rolling to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Oh, he didn't spike it, he faked it. Dancing to his left. And that'll be caught. And he's going to get out of bounds at least. So the fake spike does yield a completion. But that's a big risk to run there. 3rd and 12. Purdy looking to throw. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he bats it away. And it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. He'll buy some time right. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and... It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The tackle by Eric Armstead. Now a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop him. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Out to his left. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the 49ers have got it back to within a score. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose. But you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Hit and drop behind the line by Dre Greenlaw. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now here's Mahomes. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now Mahomes. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown. Rashee Rice, 61 yards. And the Chiefs will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah,
they got his man complete.
layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On first down, Purdy. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown, 49ers. Chris Conley, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Niners have cut it back within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. They go play fake. Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelsey. Only able to gain a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Pacheco headed right to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On second down, here's Mahomes. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but the throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. They run it with Pacheco from the gun, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try for the first with Pacheco, and he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Butker's kick here is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now Mahomes, and it's caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks. Butker's kick here is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now a toss left for Pacheco. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Once more, it's Pacheco. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And San Francisco gets set to go here. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Being chased out left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mahomes now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy off the play fake. Steps away. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Play action. Now Purdy. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to the tight end Warner. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They go play action here. Purdy rolling to his left. He's into space past the 25. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Rolling to his right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brock Purdy punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers are back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Here's Tommy Townsend on the punt. He He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And they will take over 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 42 yards.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown.
Charlie Warner.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Niners are able to move back in front.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is up to 5. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. Now he's free at the 35. Valdez-Scantling.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 78 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
We have been treated to great offense on both sides. The defense is on the other end of the spectrum. They're just searching for answers right now, aren't they?
And for most defenses, it's a very uncomfortable and in a lot of ways unfamiliar spot because points are going to be scored. But the way we're seeing them today, it's almost like there's no resistance. They've got to figure out how to slow these offenses down. Maybe someone on either side can make a big play and start to wreck and disrupt the timing that we're seeing.
As we get closer to halftime here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
2nd down, here's Purdy to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Purdy on 4th down.
On the move to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading. Oh, he fakes a spike. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that'll be caught. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have regained the lead. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And, oh, that's what he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Another drive coming for KC, and we'll see Marquez Valdez-Scantling once again. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 13.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
And now here comes Kansas City.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
He'll buy some time right.
And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Throwing here, Purdy. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Purdy now to throw.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19.
Purdy looking to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game.
And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Here's Purdy.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Charlie Warner,
his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Now Moody for the PAT. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Going across the middle, and Valdez-Scantling has it. 11 yards for number 11.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Mahomes now on first down. A quick throw there is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Out to his left. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Purdy off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play action, now Purdy. Touchdown 49ers. Charlie Werner with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And And the 49ers will extend their third-quarter lead here in the Super Bowl.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a 1st down. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge the secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 23. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Brock Purdy and the 49ers out for their next possession.
And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle.
Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in.
A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Purdy
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Brock Purdy.
An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners Steelers are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Mahomes.
And that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out. Now they try a lateral, but it doesn't work. It's a loose ball, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps, a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And it's picked. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown. Then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On second down, McCaffrey. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And oh, that is going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Free kick out of bounds.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 50. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down.
And this pass caught by Gray.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He's into space past the 25. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown!
Marquez Valdes-Scantling with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Chiefs have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
And this could become a career-defining drive for some. Down 3. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is where the legends are made in the National Football League as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Powering forward. A second stiff arm. There he goes left side.
Christian McCaffrey. He's to the 10.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the 49ers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point try now for Moody.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Another drive coming for KC, and we'll see Marquez Valdes-Scantling once again.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
He took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, right? On running plays, runs after contact. We talk about getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Mahomes. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there. It looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. 2nd and 9.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line.
186 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection.
And he loses the football the second time. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. Stiff-armed him. Oh, one more time. He's still on his feet. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. This is McCaffrey on the give.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run with McCaffrey.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Another drive coming for KC, and we'll see Marquez Valdes-Scantling once again.
Glancing down at the stat sheet, and we've been tracking it, but you get a 100-yard game, you're really happy. You're over 200 like he is. You probably want that ball after this game, don't you?
You want that one. You want to continue to call the same plays in any other game you play. You're having one of those magical performances that just never want to end. And you know something? Your fellow receivers, they get those clenched grins right now. Like, congratulations. Well, why is it at me?
Well, so far, it's been all about him.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. And they try to razzle-dazzle, but the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Chase Young
able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now here's Mahomes. Gets to him again. Javon Hargrave. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
The Niners set to take over on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And they take a knee. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. Shrugs him off. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Shoves him aside. Stiff arm number 2. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And oh my goodness, he loses it again.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Now a run with McCaffrey. He stiff-arms him. He's still on his feet. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one more after giving up the 1st down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter. Maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 4. A little over 50 seconds remaining. A touchdown could win the Super Bowl as they've got a first down. Mahomes. Finding Kelsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Mahomes to throw it. That's going to be caught by Tony. And quickly another first down, but tackled inbounds. Mahomes. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3.